NTD News at about 5:35 p.m., 10th of November.
The jurors' identities have been sealed by the court, and those allowed inside the courtroom aren't permitted to photograph or videotape the jurors. Earlier this week, a video circulated on social media alleging that people were at the courthouse photographing jurors. The Kenosha County Sheriff's Department told Fox News they're investigating the claims. The allegations were made by activist Cortez Rice, who's said to be the nephew of George Floyd. Here he is in the now-deleted Facebook video.
I ain't even gonna name the people that I know that's up in the Kenosha trial. But there's cameras in there. It's definitely cameras up in there, and there's definitely people taking pictures of the juries and everything like that. We know what's going on.
Cortez also protested outside an apartment.
You dumbass motherfucker. You dumbass. First, you do not threaten and intimidate and press juries. You do not break jury confidentiality. You do not intimidate and threaten the jury, motherfucker. And you, of all people, should understand, if you are in fact George Floyd's nephew, you should understand your uncle was a most unwise and foolish and unfortunate individual who killed himself with his ingestion of his own drugs.
There's definitely people taking pictures of the juries and everything like that. We know what's going on.
You dumbass motherfucker. Who the fuck you think you are? The fucking jury police?
Been there, and there's definitely people taking pictures of the juries and everything like that. We know what's going on.
Cortez also protested outside an apartment Saturday, which he claimed was the home of the judge in the Dante Wright trial. Protecting the jurors' identities is vital to ensure that they don't get doxxed and intimidated. During jury selection for the Rittenhouse trial, some potential jurors raised concerns for their safety if their involvement was made public.
Of course.
Jim Battellini, NTD.
Of course, because look at the way that the Chauvin trial was pushed in a certain direction because of jury intimidation, because of direct threats made, indirect by mobs, and pretty much direct threats made by a sitting congresswoman named Maxine Waters, Mad Maxine Waters. Months and months of rioting, arson, looting, murder in the name of supposed George Floyd, and other episodes in the names of Jacob Blake, which is the reason for this Rittenhouse thing in the first place. The reason for this trial was Jacob Blake, the criminal, and Rayshard Brooks down in Atlanta, and all these false allegations of police murder and police brutality. You could tick off one after the other: Dante Wright, Rayshard Brooks, George Floyd. You know, going back to everything that BLM has founded itself on has been a false, has been a goddamn lie. These motherfuckers think all they have to do is bring a fucking mob to intimidate a judge and a jury, and that's justice. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. Y'all at war with me and my country. And it don't work like that. It don't work like that.
Now, in the same NTD report, they had already reported that sheriffs had confiscated a phone from an individual trying to film the jurors at their loading spot at the courthouse. They had already confiscated a phone. They had already erased images from that phone. So there you go. Clear attempts at jury intimidation going on around this trial, which is now looking very bad for the BLM Tifa communist retard mobs, because it's very clear that Kyle Rittenhouse shot in self-defense.
And